fears written in gold. Truth appears as stories unfold. Flip the cards.
Good morning, Maureen. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the My Tarot Morning Reflection, our daily inventory and chance to check in and take a breath. So, I hope everybody slept well last night, or if this is the middle of the day or going into evening, wherever you happen to be. I hope everything's going well. So we had that daylight savings turned off, so we have sunshine this morning. But man, I tell you what, it got dark real quick. Good morning, Jenny. Yes, supermoon more, the beaver moon. I think we should have like holidays for each, any moon that gets named something kind of cool, we should have a holiday. So, take a breath here, relax. So, hey Jenny, I am doing kind of what I did in Hagerstown. Oh, by the way, Maureen, I think it was you that asked about recording it. I had put the camera up to record everything and found out that somebody had kicked the extension cord and it did not film. So, oh well. But if you have any suggestions for the last event I did, Jenny, feel free to send me any suggestions. I think it went pretty well. So, here we are. My butt's in a seat. I don't know where your butt is. But I'm going to do that whole grounding thing with the feet flat on the floor. Oh, good. There we go. And then move it up to the butt. Have my butt do the kitty dance. Get the pelvis area nice and comfortable and relaxed. And that means moving up to the chest. So for people who weren't in my class, but I remind people every now and then, the feet are the element of earth, which matches the tarot cards. Our pelvis and our butt area, that's our passion, so that's fire. Moving up to water, which is our chest, for that breath. And then we have air. Getting our shoulders comfortable, our neck comfortable. And that's our heads. And that's kind of our light switch that says, let's go to that different mode. Let's read some tarot. Let's do that light switch. So, what does the universe have for us today? We had a little bit of ray of hope here last night. I don't know if other people feel that or not, but yesterday we kind of felt good. Felt like we were getting a little bit of ray of hope, so I pulled this deck out. My classic deck. It's like, I know I used it once this week, but this is my crystal ball. This is my go-to deck. It is not the prettiest deck in the world, but it just feels like, since it's one of the oldest that was out there, that it just feels like it's in tuned a little more. So, I am going to make our 3 stacks. It's like each one's what? A different thread going out to the universe. Each one of these stacks presents a different thought or idea. And if we believe in the multiverse, each one of these stacks is literally a different conversation, because this stack will be one conversation. This stack's going to lead down a different path, and this one will lead down a totally different path. And today, I just want to go for the heart. I want what's right at the center. I'm not saying nothing because I'm not a political person, am I? So, get that extra sip of coffee. My spiritual juice. And I am going to do our 3 in 1. flipping each card over one at a time like we're reading the pages of a book. So, I really do love reading the tarot. I really do. There's always an excitement to see what it's going to be. And so, flipping that first card over in a day. So here I'm talking about all this excitement and everything else, and it's like, well, we have the Knight of Coins. So knights are fire and energy and passion. Coins are the element of earth. So here we are with the Knight of Coins. And so when we're court cards could be you, could be me, could be somebody else, or just part of a situation. They're not male or female. It's masculine energy, feminine energy. But when we have the Knight of Coins, this is when we have things that need to get done. But we are not on a fiery steed, are we? This looks more like a plow horse. So we might be taking our time doing something. We might be dragging our feet a bit. Maybe we're doing excessive note-taking. Maybe we are just not doing enough to get the motivated stuff done sometimes. And I mean, the knight is looking at where he's supposed to be going. So sometimes it's good. I tell you what, note-taking, taking your time, being slow, that's going against the knight's nature. But depends upon what we're heading into. Talk about stagnation. Okay, so today, let's think about those things where, and again, the minor cards are just day-to-day cards. Yesterday's cards would reflect it's just one page in a paragraph of a book. And so today we're saying, well, today, where is it that we might be dragging our feet? Because when we come to the Four of Cups, cups are the element of water. Fours are about stability, as I always reference 4 legs on a table because that's stability. But the thing about water is water wants to move. Water stagnates when it sits still. So here we are, and if we reflect today in our thoughts and our meditation and our work and our family, is there something that we know we should get done, we should do? You know, we've talked about it. But sometimes we let those things build up. And it can be depressing. I mean, you know, 4 cups, water not moving, we kind of stagnate. But if we take a step back, so the way I see multiple court cards in a reading is that sometimes it could be 2 different people, and it's a good way to get advice from somebody else. But a lot of times I see multiple people as being different aspects of our personality. So here we have the Knight of Coins. He is fire of earth. Okay? Pages are earth. He is earth of fire. Because he's got that wand. And wands are our passion, our drive, our fire, our energy, our movement. It's our creativity. And so sometimes when we just are not motivated to get those simple things done, because earth, coins, home, finance, health, things that keep us grounded. These are these things that are around the house that it's like, you know, I've been meaning to clean under my stove for a long time. And every time I look under there, how do I feel? Probably feel a little bit stagnant for not moving. Silly example, but it's these small things. Each one of these is just a different small thing that leads us to feeling that sense of the 4 of Cups and that stagnation. But the pages are the ones who are willing to learn, who are open to doing things. The Page of Wands wants to apply this fire that he has. You know, a page wants to learn to be a knight. A knight wants to learn to be a king. So a page is open to doing You know, a page is not a king who can sit there and do all the big giant things that need to happen. But if you give the page a single task, the page can be excited about that, and the page can get a single task done, where the knight can have all these responsibilities and get nothing done because he's waiting. But you give somebody like a page a single task, and he's going to apply that fire and energy to it. But let's take a look at the advice card, which is the Four of Coins. So, coins, again, home, health, finances, all those things that keep us grounded. And when we have the Four of Coins, sometimes it's when we're hunkering down. Yeah, it can also be about financial stability and things like that, but it's still not about movement. It's the hunkering down. It's the non-movement. And sometimes that's where we just feel that stagnation. So for today, it's about where might I feel stagnant today? What is on my list of things that make me feel oppressed because I have not done it? Is there a bill I haven't paid? Is there, since these are all just minor, it's not the big, you know, the bears aren't what we have to worry about in the forest, right? It's the mosquitoes, the little things that just kind of make our trip miserable if we didn't take some kind of bug spray or something. So today, what is that one little thing that bothers the heck out of us? And how can we come at it with the perspective of the page and throw some energy at it? And that is what I'm going to reflect on today before I leave this chair. I'm going to come up with a couple of things that it's like, you know what, why can't I just get this done? And I have one thing in particular at work that I'm thinking about. And it's like, you know what, that's the fire I need. That's that small reminder. That's the voice in the back of my head that's already saying, Jamie, you know that we should have already accomplished this. But we've let everything else push this out. We've waited long enough. Remember that voice we have that's, you know, where we say sometimes, oh, I knew I should have listened. I knew this. But when we don't meditate, when we don't listen, we ignore that voice, even though that voice is right. So today, have an amazing day. Looks like an early chalice holding the Four of Cups of water. Oh, an earthy chalice. Ooh. You got a good point there. And everything has meaning. So you are definitely not wrong. So, enjoy today. See what we need to do to become unstuck if we're feeling stuck. And remember that pages are us when we can enjoy things. You know, when we don't let all these things oppress us. We can enjoy the fact that it's like, you know what, I'm going to get this done. It's going to be a check mark off my task list wherever we are, and it'll feel good. With that, have an amazing day. Take care of yourself, and I will see you all tomorrow.
Stars in the sky, cards in my hand, searching for signs, lost in the sand. Whispers of fate, echoes of dreams in the dark slate. Nothing's as it seems. Flip the cards, turn around. Mysteries we have found. In the shadows we dance. Take a chance, take a chance. Ghostly figures, guiding light. Readers and seekers in the night. Hopes and fears written in gold. Truth appears as stories unfold. seekers, guiding light, readers and seekers in the night, hopes and fears written in gold, truth appears as stories unfold. Flip the cards, turn around, the stories we found. In the shadows we dance, take a chance, take a chance.
Good morning and welcome to the My Tarot Card of the Day. This is where Good morning and welcome to the My Tarot Card of the Day. This is where I like to think of it as the universe holds up a mirror and asks us, what do we see? And